Welcome back to Forbidden Tea. Here's your weekly sip of stories, laughs, and whatever else we're oversharing today.
Ooh. Hey, what's up?
What's your vibe of the week today?
So my vibe this week, if I had to describe it in one word, it'd probably be emo.
Emo.
Emo. I don't know, just like end of the year, it always makes me like kind of emotional. And like my husband just got a new job where he's probably gonna be traveling more, which like I need to be more of an independent person, but like it's just making me a little bit sad. So like literally I've been in like such an emo week. Like literally I'm wearing gray sweats. I look like an inmate. Is that what it is? Like a prison inmate?
No, you
It's
don't.
fine. I'm just like
Well, it's been so glum outside too. It's just cloudy here.
I know. Yeah.
It's not even like it drizzles, but it's not really raining or snowing.
I
It's
know.
just so glum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo, Utah. But yeah, my jam this week is probably, honestly though, it's a really good song. I feel like no one's gonna want to, like, they're gonna be thinking I'm so weird based on my music. They're gonna be like, she has the weirdest
It's just so
music taste.
random.
Because I have like Halsey and Tyga, and then this week it's like I've been listening to Disenchanted by My Chemical Romance.
Oh, variety.
It's actually a freaking banger though. Like I forgot, like, you know when you listen to a song and then like you kind of like brush off and you're like, man, it's a song, and like you maybe like
Yeah,
add it
it's
to
a
your
song.
playlist and then like don't listen to it again, and then it like shuffles back in and you're like, wow, and then you just like listen to it on repeat.
I don't know if I know that song. Do
Really?
Have I heard that song?
I don't know.
Wait, what is it again?
Disenchanted. It's like, you're just a sad song. With
Sing
nothing-
it.
No. And just go listen to it. It's so
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Okay, what's your vibe this week, Callie?
My vibe, nostalgic because it was Christmas time,
Yeah.
and I feel sad because I'm an adult now, and Christmas just isn't the same.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I feel like it was just so crazy this time for me because we were in the middle of moving, and so it was just so wild. We literally set up our Christmas tree, didn't put any ornaments on it
Aww.
because it was just so crazy. We have like 2 ornaments on it, and it's our like first year married ornament, so
Aww.
which I guess is fine.
That's
but
okay. Next year, your tree will be
next
so cute.
Christmas next year will
In
be
your
so
little
good.
cozy cabin apartment.
Yes,
It'll be so
yeah, 'cause
cute.
we moved into a basement apartment, and it's just like it's so big. We don't know where to put anything.
Right.
So I'm like trying to figure out where to put stuff, and it was wild. I don't really have a song though.
Really?
I need to get better at that. I've just been listening to Macy from Secret Lives of Mormon Lives, but
Hey, audiobooks are a vibe though.
yeah, it's interesting though because it's like she said it's supposed to be written like a diary,
Right.
so it's weird,
Right.
but it's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone told me once that if you have, I think it's ADHD, then like one of the symptom like signs that you might have it is that you like listen to a song on repeat like over and over again. I'm like, I think I have ADHD. Because that is all I do. If I find like 2 songs. Oh, my other song this week is Don't Stop by 5 Seconds of Summer.
Okay, I do know that one.
That one's a vibe. It's
That
so
one's a vibe.
fun. It's so fun. But like someone told me that once, and now that's like all I think about, because I'll like queue up those 2 songs, like just like I have Spotify, so it's just like sliding
Dude,
on those 2. I'm like, I have ADHD.
I had a coworker, if you're watching, you know who you are, who literally would do that all the time. Like she would be like, "Do you want to hear my what does she call it? My like new song obsession." That's what she would
Oh
say.
yeah.
And she would just listen to it on repeat at work. And I'm
That's
like,
literally-
she has ADHD, so it's true.
I have ADHD. Because
Diagnosed.
I also watch the same shows. I like rarely
Oh,
ever
I
branch out with like movies and shows. And I think that's another thing, is because you have ADHD. I'm like self-diagnosing as we're recording our podcast. It's a good time.
That's funny.
Well, so this week we're gonna be kind of diving more into BYU and just our dating stories and Provo lore.
I'm so excited for this one.
This is so, honestly, can we just make our entire podcast
Provo
like
lore.
Provo lore? There's so much. It's great. It's so fun.
Yes.
Well, so we had some people like submit like weird like Provo stories and dating stories, and of course we have our own. So this is kind of just one of those episodes where like we read submissions and kind of just give our own intake and feedback and stuff. So Do you want to start with stories or do you want me to?
You can start with one.
All right. Well, so I have a couple friends that have had some pretty crazy
Yeah,
stories.
read them.
So I'm going to start. I'm not going to give names just because, like, obviously anonymous reasons and
Yeah.
safety reasons and stuff. But some of you guys might know these people and stuff. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, this is long. I'll try and like skim it. That's okay. This might just be a little bit longer. It's fine.
Read it. It's fine.
So this one is my craziest dating story is probably when I met a boy when I was traveling with my college sports team that were meeting at BYU. We exchanged numbers and I was excited because I thought he seemed really cute. I got injured and ended up staying in the area with my parents to get medical treatment that was only available through specialists. So this is like Provo area. So she's from like kind of around here. Anyways. In my time of being home and trying to recover, I had a lot of free time. Because I was staying in that area, the boy I started talking to asked me out on a date. It was a simple date, just dinner and a movie, and when he was dropping me off, we ended up talking in his truck for hours. So we went on a few more dates in the couple of weeks I had before I was able to go back to school. So he feels like a good guy. Super respectful, put in a lot of effort into dates to make them fun. He also mentioned a lot how much he prioritized open and honest communications and conversations, even if they were hard.
Okay, sounds normal.
So like, so anyway, sorry. This is like so long. I forgot how long this is. So on one of the nights that when we were talking after our date, he brought up that there was something important he wanted to tell me, and he was wanting to tell me for a long time. But after some convincing, he finally told me, and he informed me that he had been previously married to his high school sweetheart, but has been officially divorced for 9 months. He said all of the right things in a way that I could tell that he was taking it seriously. He just said that they got divorced due to like not dating for long enough and stuff like that. So anyways, they kept hanging out. She liked him a lot. And then one day she got a call from one of her high school friends, and she knew about the guy, and she told me something that I wasn't expecting at all. She said earlier that day she had been messaging one of her other friends who was serving a mission, and she told me that I couldn't date this boy and had told me that this guy was a liar, a cheater, and was still married, which she knew because this girl was in her ward. Oh my gosh. Apparently, the boy and his wife had been separated for only a couple of months, which was her decision and was not actually divorced yet.
So they were just separated but not divorced, and he was dating this person, this girl. While he's still criminal.
And like, so to add on to this too, that's all I'm gonna read because that's insane. But and that is long. But this guy's wife actually, one of the ways that my friend found out more about this guy was because his wife went on TikTok and like told the whole story, and she like connected some of the dots and was like, what? But apparently this guy was like lying about going to school and having a job and was just like watching porn all day and like video games and blah.
Nice. That's a good description for men, especially that one.
Oh, that's so I hope he has a bad day.
I hope you have a bad day.
Anyways, that's crazy. Can you imagine dating someone and them telling you all the right things and then they're still freaking married?
I feel like that's sadly a common thing here. Like, I hear so many stories about people that have been dating and they're like, oh, they like actually have just gotten divorced because of this and this.
Right.
Like, it's just crazy.
Ugh, I feel bad for the ex-wife too. That's awful. So anyways, do you want to tell a story?
I'm trying to think. I mean, one of my personal stories.
Yeah.
Okay. There was one time that me and one of my friends went on kind of like a double date hangout thing, and I was driving and we decided to go to Maverick to get Red Bulls.
Didn't you guys meet this guy through like mutual or something like that?
Yeah, I met him through mutual, and I never wanted to go on dates alone, and so I'd always like have it be like a double date or something. And so we ended up going like a double date, and we just went, like, I drove us to Maverick because we wanted Red Bull, and me and my friend were in the Maverick and we got our stuff, and then the boys were like, oh, we're gonna go to the bathroom really quick. So we went and sat in the car and waited for them, and we were parked like right in front of the door of Maverick, and we were just sitting there waiting, and we see them walk out, and then they just start sprinting. Like, they literally just booked it and left us there. I mean, good thing I drove, so we could,
Yeah,
like, go
that's
home.
crazy.
But I was like, okay, I don't know. Let's just go home, I guess. So we just,
That's
like, hung out.
crazy.
Literally just so random, so weird.
That's so weird, like, because that probably hadn't even been that long of a date at that point. Like,
No, like, we literally were with them
like,
for maybe, like, 20 minutes.
that's
Like, I picked them up, we
crazy.
went to Maverick, and then they just ran
They
off.
just wanted a ride to Maverick.
They
I
probably
guess.
honestly wanted to make out. And we were not going to do that.
Well, how would they even know? You'd only been together for like 20 minutes. You wanted to get started that quickly?
Ew.
You.
Yeah. So
That's
one of the
nasty.
stories.
Ugh, gross.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. It was
Right.
just really weird. There were a couple times when, like, I'd be on Mutual, like, talking to people, and, like, they just wouldn't respond. Like, you just get ghosted so much here, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird culture thing. I don't know if that happens anywhere
Yeah.
else, but you'll be talking to someone, and then they'll just, like, ghost you out of the blue.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I did that too. It's exhausting. Like, to be fair, like, it's exhausting trying to like keep up with like different conversations. And I don't know about you, but I hate small talk. If I don't,
Mhm.
like, honestly, it's to a point in my life where I'm like, if I don't know someone and I don't really like feel like I'm going to really see them ever again, I don't really care about putting an effort to a conversation. And like, I don't
Yeah.
know. And that's the hermit I've become.
Well, I feel like with dating apps and everything, like, that's how people meet nowadays, but also
Right.
it's like such a struggle dating in
Mhm.
Provo. I mean, I just know from other people's stories,
Right.
but like,
Ugh,
you'll go on a
it's not
date with
fun.
someone and they'll like ghost you or just like not be. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Yeah.
What's your next story, Brian?
I'm trying to decide if I want to tell one of my stories or if I want to tell like someone else's story.
I feel like you have so many stories, like personal ones. I could name some if you want me to tell some,
Okay, well,
but I don't remember. The guy that told you I love you on the first date.
Oh, I mean, yeah. That one, I just went on a date with this guy. Like, we had met through a mutual friend, and like, he was fine, but like, he definitely was like texting me, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really like him, but like he was like, "Hey, let's go on a date," and I was like, "Okay." And so I was like, maybe kind of into it on the date at that point because we had been texting for a while. And then we like went and played the ultimate frisbee. We went and got food. We went to a movie, but we were like, it was before all the theaters upgraded their chairs, and so it was like still just like one of those like really stiff chairs. And he was like trying to like cuddle me and everything. And I'm like, this stuff.
Did he do like the 1, 2, 3, 4?
No, I think he just went straight for the gold. My shoulder.
Your shoulder. Ooh.
But it was so awkward though because there was this like mom and her kids and she seemed like so uncomfortable because they had to like walk in because we were at the end of the aisle and I'm like I don't know like when I wasn't very good about like just like not doing things when I was dating. If a guy like wanted to like cuddle or something like that, I was just like, okay, I don't know. Like I just
like
don't want to
that's a big
deal with
thing
like
too.
how uncomfortable it would be if I was like no, and then you'd have to sit there the whole
Oh, yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Not to like, sorry, deter from.
No,
your
you're
story, but
good.
I feel like that's such a thing here too.
Oh, it is.
Like at school dances, they're like, if a boy asks you to do a school dance, you have to say yes. I feel like I always heard that from people.
Yeah,
Or, like,
even if like
At like the like middle school dances, they'd be like, if a boy asks you to dance, you have to say yes.
nah,
I feel like
which
it's,
is
like,
crazy.
bad.
Which like I don't know if you remember this. I'm not gonna say names, but we have a friend that in high school she got asked to a dance by this like guy that I would be so uncomfortable. Like he just was like one of those guys that would make you like so uncomfortable just because like he would just like say weird creepy things and he would always be like that guy that would like respond to your Instagram stories and stuff like that and like always like say like super forward things. So he asked her to a dance and the dance was going to be on her 16th birthday and so it was like her birthday and it was prom and she said no and I remember she got so much hate for it but I was like no, like that's good
Oh,
for
wow.
you. Yeah, like she wasn't gonna be comfortable with this guy. She literally was like, I have no idea like how this is gonna go. So then she ended up going to Disneyland instead. So good for her. Anyways,
Yeah, back to your story.
yeah. So back to my story. We're just hanging out, and then we were in the car, and going back to it, I kissed way too many guys just because I was like, okay.
You saw Nick?
So we started like making out a little bit, and it was not my favorite thing. And literally, like somehow I bumped my head, and I somehow pressed a button that opened his sunroof, and he had no idea he had a sunroof until until I bumped it with my head. I don't even, looking back, I have no idea how that happened. But anyways, so we were like making out, and he like pulls back for a second. I'm like, okay, and I'm like, you good? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what are you thinking about? And he's like, I'm just thinking how much I love you. And I was like, okay, time to go home.
On the first
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, that was rough. And I was like, what? And then he was like, I don't know. He was like, I'm just so full of so many emotions right now. And I'm just like,
horniness.
yeah, I'm like, okay, time to go home. So that's one of my stories. But yeah, anyways.
I love your stories. Honestly, they're so entertaining. They're so fun.
I don't know. Do you want another one? Or we can read a submission. We can talk about freaking. Okay, I have a question for you, Callie.
Okay.
How would you, if someone paid you $50, would you shake a bed? Would you be a shaker?
I feel like I need $100 and headphones.
Yeah.
That is my
some like extreme. Hey, at least like the AirPods now, you can like block out sound.
Oh yeah, like the noise canceling ones.
Yeah.
Should we explain what we're talking about?
The shaking. Yeah, this is apparently a Provo thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so Provo thing. This definitely happens. I thought it was just a rumor for the longest time, but no, it definitely happens.
I've never met anyone that's actually done this.
Oh, I'm sure you have, you just don't know.
Probably. Okay. Okay, explain shaking.
Well, I'm gonna explain both.
Okay.
So there's this thing in Provo that people do because they're all very religious and not allowed.
They're also very horny.
Also very horny. Not allowed to have sex before marriage. So what they will do is basically, this is gonna sound so gross, but the boy will just put it in and just sit there, not move or anything.
So that's soaking.
That's called soaking. And then being a shaker is getting under the bed and shaking the bed for them. So that's what we're referencing for anyone that doesn't know. So it's kind of like a little loophole. No pun intended.
So yeah, they'll be like soaking, and then there's someone like under the bed just like
yeah, like kicking or like shaking the bed for them. And so Brian's asking how much money I would need to do that. Probably $100.
$100. Okay.
I'd do it for $100.
Okay. I don't know. So honestly, looking back, when I was living in Provo, I was a broke bitch. Like I was so broke. I probably had like $300 to my name max.
Yeah,
like
same.
I was so poor.
I would do it for $100. That's why.
Okay, but hear me out. Okay, this is disgusting.
Okay.
But hear me out. I don't know. Maybe this is a controversial topic. I don't know.
No, go for it.
If I was poor, oh my gosh,
would you make this like a business?
I was just thinking, I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's like a I literally am like, oh my gosh, prostitution. But like, if people wanted to hire me and I had like noise canceling headphones, I would definitely do it for like $50.
It's like drug dealer type stuff.
That's like $50 an hour. That's freaking amazing. That's great.
An hour.
Well,
I guess $50 a session.
$50 for 15. Actually, yeah, probably like 10 minutes. If these people are not like super active. We're not gonna talk about that. Anyways, yeah, I would definitely do it for like $50.
Do you think you would make from that? Do you think you'd make a good profit?
I think if it like word got out, because it definitely would be like only advertising word by mouth. I'm not gonna like make business cards or anything.
That would be so funny. What would you name it?
Ooh.
I don't even know.
I don't know. I'd maybe like
Brian's
salt and pepper.
Business.
Salt and pepper. The Shakers.
Oh, that is so funny. Salt and pepper. The Shakers. Hilarious. Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I would definitely do it, I think. But yeah, I'd only do like word of mouth, so it's like only like by
like
referral. Yeah,
people would have to come to you. That's
my underground business.
The things people will do to not have sex before marriage is wild. I heard this one story. This one's crazy. And I also heard it a long time ago, so it might not be how I'm like remembering.
Okay.
One of my friends told me that they knew a girl that like people will also use other objects to put up there,
Like Christmas trees.
like a spoon. She used a spoon. Like a boy and a girl, like he used a spoon. Isn't that insane? I'm like, what are you scooping out?
Ew. That's awful.
Yeah,
A spoon?
spoon. I don't know which end of the spoon, but a spoon.
We can all assume, but ugh.
Yeah.
I saw like there's this doctor on Instagram that's always like around Christmas time. He always makes this video like walking around like Target or something like that. He's like, ladies, I know it's that time of year, and I know like those like glass Christmas trees
I know
that have like the
exactly what you're talking
ridges.
about.
He's like, I know they're rigid, I know they get bigger, but like don't do it, because he has like so many people coming in with freaking Christmas trees stuck up their hoo-haws.
Well, also men. Men do that too.
I forgot about that. Oh yeah, the
They're
shampoo
Yeah,
bottles.
and they're like, oops, I fell on it in the shower. And I'm like, and you're
Dude,
just
literally
swallowed
my
it?
sister-in-law is like all like, she used to be a nurse. She like just barely quit, but she would like talk about all the time. She'd be like, yeah, this shampoo bottle was up this guy's ass today, and like stuff like that.
we're getting so off topic.
Yeah,
now.
we
Back
totally
to the
are.
Provo lore.
Provo
that is
lore.
Provo lore.
That is. Same with like derfing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about derfing.
Yeah, that's just like the action without taking your clothes off.
Basically, it's like grinding.
It's like
with your clothes on.
stimulation by denim.
Yeah, jean on jean. Denim on denim. Nasty.
Ugh. But yeah, so that's a thing too. Awesome. Okay, I feel like we're like gonna totally go down a new rabbit hole if we don't like swerve soon. But anyways, salt and pepper shakers. Woo!
Salt and pepper shakers.
That's copyrighted. No one can steal that. That's mine.
That's brands. Are there any other like? Do you have any crazy like roommate stories from Provo? I feel like people always have
Yes.
those.
Oh my gosh. When I was living at this complex, I don't know if you guys you know Raintree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like kind of like BYU approved housing, so a lot of BYU students live there. But anyways, it was like the first day of moving in. It was like the second day or something like that. And I had this roommate that she was like a little bit like crazy. I don't know. Like she would yell at people a lot and like tell them to like fix themselves and everything, but like she thought she was being funny, but it was just like very intense. But anyways, like the second day that I moved in, I had like put all my food in the fridge, and she decided that a lot of the food in the fridge looked gross to her, even though it was like tortillas and like peanut butter, and she like threw it all away. She threw all of my food away, and it's like the first week, so like how everyone does like the first week like shopping and like grocery shopping and everything. All my food just gone, like $100 worth of food.
Dude, I
Yeah,
would be so upset.
yeah, that was an interesting time. But yeah, she would like,
Crazy.
I don't know, I feel bad for her. She was going through a lot, but like
She threw all your food away.
I know she
That's
threw
so rude.
She freaking and then pay me back or anything, and she was just like, yeah, I just thought it like looked gross, and I was like, oh.
You at least should like take a picture and send it to your group chat. And be
Well,
like,
and
hey,
it
does anyone
wasn't
get
gross. It was like tortillas and like
and peanut
stuff,
butter?
yeah, and stuff like that. And it's like the second day we've been there, so the food's not even like bad at that point. But then she would also be the roommate that would like never clean up her dishes or anything. She would leave mac and cheese in the like the leftover mac and
Why
cheese
do
in
they
the
always
pot.
do that? Mine
Ew.
did that too.
Rinse your dishes. If you're gonna leave it in the sink, scoop it. Yeah, clean it. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
So she was always that person. So it's like always ironic to me that I'm like, you threw away my packaged brand new food and you thought that was gross, but you won't clean your freaking mac and cheese or ramen out of the freaking pot.
I hate roommates, dude. Good thing we're both married now. We just have
know.
to deal with our husbands.
Just one roommate. Yeah.
But at least if it's like dirty, I know who it is.
Yeah,
Him.
that's true. And like I trust his germs. That's a weird thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because like I don't dare touch someone else's used silverware, like
Yeah.
clean it and stuff. But like obviously I'm like fine to touch his. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
that sounds weird. But
No, I get it.
what about you? Do you have any crazy roommate stories?
Oh boy, do I.
Ooh.
So when I lived at the Branbury, I had this roommate, and there were four of us, and so there were 2 rooms on each side of the hallway, and
So you had a private room.
yes, I had my own private room, which was very nice. And this roommate was just like, she was fine at the beginning, like she was nice and everything.
Right.
And then once we got to like winter time, she kept the air conditioning on, and they sent out emails to us like, hey, like turn off your air conditioning because it's gonna like freeze, in the winter. And she would turn it on literally every day, and so it was freezing in our apartment. And she was always like, oh, my room is so hot, it's so hot. And I was like, girl, open your window.
Oh my gosh. The power struggle over the freaking thermometer or temperature in the apartment.
Yeah, but it did freeze, and it broke multiple times because of her.
Oh my gosh.
And then she ended up writing a note on it because I kept turning it off, and she wrote a sticky note next to it saying like, if you turn off the air conditioning, like just like a mean note, and posted it to her Snapchat. And so I saw it on her Snapchat, and then when I got home it was gone because I was at work when I saw it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, she was wild because she also had this boyfriend. The story continues. She had this boyfriend, and the walls were pretty thin.
Oh no.
If you know what I mean.
Oh no.
Yeah, we could hear everything. Literally everything. Me and my other roommate that was there.
So fun.
We like would come out of like, I remember the first time we heard it, we would come out of our rooms and we just looked at each other and we were like, do you hear that? Yeah, do you hear that? Like we heard everything. It was to the point where like I knew their schedule. It was bad. Yeah.
That's awful.
It was wild. And then one time I came home from work and her boyfriend was, I don't know if he was like in the bathroom or something.
Right.
And the bathrooms are like in between our rooms. And so I was walking down the hall to go to my room because I was at the very end. And he came out of the bathroom and he was just pretty much naked, had underwear on, which is fine because like I have brothers and stuff.
Yeah, but that's not something you see from your roommate's boyfriend. Like he should not, like that's so disrespectful.
It was weird.
Ew.
I did not like it. She moved out though, so
that's good.
It was fine after that.
I had a roommate that bought a pet snake, even though pets like weren't allowed, and she would let him out because he would need to go on walks.
Slithers.
You need to slither around, and so there was just like a snake hanging out around our apartment. That was gross.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Do you have any more like dating stories or like crazy stories?
Oh, I have so many. I feel like we're definitely not gonna get to them all today. I'll wrap up by telling this one story. So there was this guy that I had met through, like, he wasn't in my ward, but like we had like an FHE group, and he was friends with our FHE group, so he would like come to our like stuff a lot. Anyway, so I moved away, but I was visiting like some of my friends in that complex, and so I ran into him, and he was like, hey, I don't know, like there was always like a flirty vibe, and like I thought he was cute, but nothing ever happened. So then he was like, hey, like you should let me know next time you're in town. So we like, not like, because we already had each other's numbers, but he reached out and was like, hey, like are you gonna be in town like this day or something like that? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, hey, we should go on a date or something like that. So like we went like hammocking, and it was like late at night, but it wasn't like late that, it was like 8:00, and it was like, so it wasn't like that late, but it was like late enough. So I was like, this is kind of weird. Anyways, but he like kept like asking to like hang out like super late. Like all the dates would always start at like, I think that was the earliest date. Was 8:00.
Why did they always do that?
I know, and they would always be like hammocking or like watching a movie or like going on drives to Squaw Peak, and I'm like,
oh, Squaw Peak, the lore.
Oh my gosh,
I have more to make out.
I have more stories with like Squaw Peak, but I can't get into them today because I don't know, we don't have time. Anyways, so this guy, we had gone on like probably like 6 dates. Like we had been going out like pretty frequently, but we wouldn't really text very much, which is like fine. I honestly am fine with people that don't really text as long as they like are present with me like when we're with them. Anyways, so this one time we were hanging out, he had been like super like, I don't know, I felt like he was like pretty good at like wanting to like hang out and stuff like that. So I felt like he was interested. So we were like watching a movie, and throughout the whole movie he would like go from like cuddling me, and then he'd like start like making out, but then he would just like pull away. And this has happened like with a couple different guys too. So I really am wondering like, but any like not the whole story, but like just like the whole like bipolar, like I want to cuddle you, I want to kiss you. Oh wait, never mind.
Probably because they feel guilty. They're like,
I don't think so. I don't think so. No, because no, not those kind of guys, but that's okay. But anyways, so we watched the whole movie, and he's just like back and forth, and there was like one point where he was like on his computer like doing homework, and then he would like put it away and then cuddle me and then like stop. but like not go on his computer or anything. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Anyways, so the first movie is done and I'm like so confused. I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna go home because it's like probably midnight at this point. And he's like, no, let's watch another movie. So I was like, okay, so he wants me to stay. So we watched another movie, and like throughout the whole thing, like the same thing, but probably like less like cuddling and stuff. So I was like, this is so awkward.
Okay.
So then the movie ends, like literally as soon as the movie ends, he grabs the remote, turns it off, flips over, and pretends to fall asleep. Nothing. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I had driven, but my car was probably like 5 blocks away because I couldn't find parking anywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it's like 3 o'clock in the morning at this point. It is so late. And so I'm like, I'm so tired. Yeah. So I'm like, what do I do? Like, I don't want to walk to my car by myself. Like, that's awful of him to not even like at least walking me to my car or something like that. Or say like, oh, good night or something like that. Like, what the? Anyways, so I like sat there and like literally like just flabbergasted. I'm like, what do I do? Like, do I risk my life and like go out in the dark and cold at 3 o'clock and like, and it's like ghetto Provo too, like with all those like small old houses and everything. So I'm like, I literally don't know what to do. And so I like was like, well, I'm really freaking tired. So honestly, I might just do the same thing. So I like rolled over and like not like cuddling him obviously, but I like rolled over to the other side and like fell asleep for like an hour. And then I like woke up and he had moved to his bed. He left me there. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so then I was like, I have to go home. And so I was like, okay. So then
fend for yourself. Bye. Our date is done.
Literally. Oh my gosh. And like literally throughout the entire date, he had been like pretty flirty and stuff. And like he obviously was like kissing me, but then he'd be like bipolar about it. And so I was like,
he's just pretending you're not there at that point.
I was so raged at that point that I was like, I don't care. I could take whoever's gonna take me because I'm like, what do I do? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I have to go home. And he has had like roommates come in at this point, and I'm just like laying there and I'm just like, do I ask one of them to walk me to my car? Like, so I ended up just walking to my car, and like he never texted me to make sure I got home safe or anything. And then a couple of months later he texted me and was like, hey, we haven't hung out in a while. And I'm like, I literally texted and was like, wonder why? And he was like, well, neither of us have reached out. And I'm like,
you're like, yeah, I wonder why.
And I was like, sorry, people don't normally just like fall asleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning and leave me out there to die. And so then he was like, no, there was just some misunderstanding. And I just like left it. I actually don't remember how it ended. But
how long ago was that?
That was probably like 3 years ago. It was when I was living in Harriman with my aunt, but like I wasn't dating my husband yet. So it was like September of that time of year.
That.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. You met him. He was at my aunt's house. It was after the Lainey concert, I think. He came over and hung out and you met him. Remember that?
You're talking about.
Yeah. Anyways.
I hope he has a bad day.
Thank you.
That's our new thing. Hope you have a bad day.
He's married now. And I'm like, what? You didn't fall asleep on her? You didn't leave her out to die? What, she went back to you and you just texted her for a booty call like 2 months later?
Maybe he did that to her and she just followed him into his bed and just fell asleep.
Do you want to know the craziest thing too? Not the craziest thing, but another thing about this guy is so weird. So one of our dates, we would like, I always love like spontaneous things. I think it's fun. So he like pulled over into a parking lot and he's like, let's do the Dirty Dancing lift. And I was like, this seems familiar. So then I was like, this is weird. So he like was like trying to do it and it was like fun and cute and everything. Literally the next day I go home and watch Crazy Stupid Love, and that was Ryan Gosling's move to get laid in Crazy Stupid Love. And I was like, huh. And so then I think I asked him about it later. I was like, yeah, you stole that move. And he was like, yeah. And I was like,
yeah, you know why it didn't work? Because he's not Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, sorry. He's just another basic Provo boy. Anyways, this is a really long episode, I think. I actually don't remember what time we started at, so
it's all right.
That's okay.
Well, I guess, is there anything else you want to share? Do you want
to? There's so many things I want to share, but we're gonna have to do another one because
part 2 to come.
Oh, for sure, sure.
Yeah, but if there's anything any of you followers, listeners want to hear from us, please
Yeah.
let us know. Any topics you want to learn more about, please submit them to us.
Or if you have
We're happy to
any
talk about them.
stories,
Yeah, if you have
we
any crazy
love stories, obviously.
We love the
like,
tea.
honestly, I wish we could make every episode just like submissions of like stories and stuff, because I find them so fascinating, like other people's experiences and everything. So, yeah, if you have anything, send it to us. We like to chat. We'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys want to hear more of.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see y'all next episode. Should we cheers?
Yeah, let's cheers.
What's your drink today?
Just my basic raspberry dream.
Nice.
What's your drink today?
I got pink Bahama.
Your husband's?
Yeah, actually, I'm a liar. This is my husband's and I stole it from him. Hey.
Yeah, Swig, sponsor us, please.
Sponsor us. Okay, we'll see you all later.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of your week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.